Mrs Rajalakshmi Kanthan will be presenting a short story pertaining to Lord Rama.
This story starts before Ramayana itself, because we all know, most of us know the story of Ramayana, so I don't need to repeat that here. So we all know that Valmiki wrote the Ramayana first. He was prompted by Narada, and this story is about Narada, what happened to him before the Ramayana started. Narada was a rishi, as we all know. He was very proud of his restraint and his penance. He could do penance whenever he wanted, and he could keep away from all desires. And so he thought, so he was doing a lot of penance. And when he is doing more and more penance, Indra got a little worried, because most people who do penance, they do it with a specific goal. He thought Narada might be wanting to become the next Indra, and that might be the reason why he is doing it. So Indra decided to disturb his penance by sending some of his Apsara ladies, the celestial dancers. They came in front of him and they started dancing and singing to distract him from his penance. But Narada was not disturbed by anybody. So he kept on praying and doing more and more penance. So Indra knew that this was not working. So he called the help from Manmata. He said, Manmata, you please go and put some Pushpa Bana on him, and he might be tempted to look at one of these Apsaras then. So Manmata knew it was a tough job, but he decided to help Indra. And he went in with his Pushpa Banas and he tried his hand at it. But of course, Narada would not be disturbed even by that. He would not even open his eyes, and the Pushpa Banas did nothing on him. And so Manmata also gave up, and they all went away. So now Narada, when he finished his penance, he was very happy that he didn't fall into any temptation. So he wanted to tell Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva once did the penance and Manmata came and disturbed him. And so he wanted to tell Shiva that I am one up on you. So he went to Shiva and he said, this is what happened, I did not even open my eyes, and Manmata's Pushpa Banas did not do anything on me. So Shiva said, congratulations, you are number one. You are better than me. I admit that. So Narada was very, very happy and he was very proud. And so he said, okay, I take my leave. So he said, don't tell this to Vishnu. So he just wondered, why not? I am a great Vishnu Bhakta. Even Shiva was happy hearing me tell about myself. Vishnu will be even happier. So why shouldn't I share this news with Vishnu? So he went straight to Vaikunta. And he went to Vishnu and he told the story to Vishnu, and he said, I am one up on Shiva, and even Shiva congratulated me. So Vishnu just smiled and said nothing. And Narada was disappointed. How come? I am such a great Bhakta of Vishnu, and he does not even say anything about it. So Narada said, okay, now I am going on my job. His job was, he was going around all the worlds. He could travel as he wished through the clouds, through any way, by air or water, whatever he could always travel. So he was traveling, and as he traveled, he knew almost all the nooks and corners of the earth. He saw a place which was completely new, which he had never seen before. And it looked like a city which was very beautiful and was getting decorated, and all the people seemed to be very happy and singing and dancing. So Narada wanted to know what is happening there, so he went there. He went there and he inquired, and they said, oh, the king's daughter is having a Swayamvara tomorrow. So that's why we are all so happy and we are all decorating the place and that. So by this time, by the time Narada was talking to a few people, the king heard about that, and king came to invite Narada to the palace. And so he said, I am so pleased that you are here on this day, and will you please come and bless my daughter? She's having her Swayamvara tomorrow. And Narada said, oh, yes, definitely. And then he came to the palace and he saw the king's daughter, the princess came and did namaskara to Narada. And Narada looked at her. Oh, she looked so beautiful. He had never seen anyone so beautiful as that. And Narada said, all the best for you and all that. He blessed her. And then he thought to himself, oh, she's just like Mahalakshmi. So she must get a husband just like Mahavishnu. So he thought like that. And then he decided to take some rest, but his mind was occupied with this girl's beauty, and this girl was somehow attracting him so much, he could not think of anything else. No, he said, I wish I can go to the Swayamvaram tomorrow and get married to her. And then he thought, why not? If I just pray to Vishnu, I pray to him, I keep on saying Narayana all the time, but I never ask Vishnu for anything. So if I ask for one little help, he is going to give me that help. So he started praying to Vishnu. Vishnu came and said, what is it that you like? So he wanted to please Vishnu now, so he made a beautiful poem in Sanskrit, and that was praising Vishnu. He sang that, and then he continued in Sanskrit. He said that, could you please bless me with the face of Hari? And Vishnu just looked at him and said, so be it, tathastu. And then Vishnu went away. So now he knew that he has got the face of Vishnu, and which is so attractive, and this girl will definitely choose him as her husband. So he was so confident. So he came to the Swayamvara the next day. And already it was, people were crowding around, and he was one of the last to come. But he didn't mind that. Now, surely he is going to be chosen. And all these people were standing, and the princess came with a garland in her hand. And she looked at each and every one, and she was passing the next person, and Narada was getting so excited. Now she's coming towards me. And after almost all the people have been rejected by her, and she comes to Narada, and she looks at him. But Narada did notice that as he went to the Swayamvara Mandapa, people looked at him in a funny manner. And he thought, oh, they must all be so jealous of me. That's why they look at me like that. He thought like that. And now this girl looked at him, and she tried very hard to suppress her laughter. And she just moved. But as she looked at him, Narada looked at her eyes, and he could see his own reflection in her eyes. And he noticed that he had the face of a monkey. So now he was so shocked. How is it? What did he ask Vishnu? And what has he done to me? So how could he do something like this? And so he decided straight to go to Vishnu. Meanwhile, there was one person, the last person, standing behind Narada, and the girl went and garlanded him. And then when Narada turned around and looked, that was Mahavishnu himself. So now he saw Mahavishnu. Narada was even angrier. So he said that, you fooled me, didn't you? I asked you for her. So he said, yes, you asked for Hari's face. You know what Hari means? Hari in Sanskrit has got several meanings. And one of the meanings is monkey. And of course, Narada didn't think of that. He thought of one Hari, and he did not realize that can mean something else. And so, but nevertheless, he was very angry. So he said, in your next avatar, which is going to be Rama avatar, in that you will have to ask the help of a monkey, and the monkey will help you to find your Mahalakshmi. So that is how it happened in Rama, and now we know that Anjaneya came to the help.
Thank you very much, ma'am. This is a story I don't think many would know about it, and it really is very good to hear some new stories. We hope you'll keep coming on again. Enter us with all the stories. Thank you.
Sorry, there is an extension of this story. Saint Thyagarajan refers to this story and has sung a song. If you say Aja, Aja means Brahma as well as goat. Your mind will only think about goat. Similarly, Arka means either the Surya Vidya and also Erkan Chedi. So when you pray for Arka, Erkan Chedi will be, see, these two things are almost similar. You ask for something, you get another.
Thank you.